Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Midday money on a Saturday, March the 11th. And what do we say here? Oh, look at this. I got a little echo because I have the YouTube channel on. Anyway, in the comment section, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Podcast form, we are live all the time, or anytime, really, on all your favorite podcast channels. Go get it. My son just wanted to get he flew back to Jersey, the dirty Jersey, and he made me get him Spotify Premium so he could listen to music on the phone. And I said, okay, well, you have to, follow my show, bump up my subscriber count. Got to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. I don't even know how many subscribers I have. I probably have 3. Me on 4 different accounts. Anyway, let's get to a Saturday of college basketball action. We do have before I get to the free picks, we got to do our little recapping of yesterday's action here. What do we go in the video? 5-5 in the video, 6-6 over another 500 day. I think we, I dwelled on this last night. Like there's nothing to say. What am I going to say? I started out March great. This past week, it's been a 500 week. And as I said yesterday in the show, when I rolled out all the remaining seeds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. I mean, it's been a lot of chalk. And my favorites haven't won, and my dogs haven't covered. So that's how you get to a 500 record and get down a little bit. What am I going to do? Obviously, I'm hoping for a winning day today, and we move on into the tournaments on, I think they start up on probably Tuesday with the NIT and the CBI. I tweeted out the CBI schedule, CBI in Florida, for those of you in sunny Florida. So that's the recap on that. Today's picks, well, let's just do the tourney ones since I posted them right up here on the channel. What we got pending? So we got Vermont minus a 160 pending, Colgate minus a 225, Fordham plus 1100, St. Louis plus 450, Southern Utah still alive, never in doubt last night. You're down 26. You need a 4-point play to end the game with no time on the clock to win. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Indiana plus the 550, Kansas plus $3, and Texas A&M plus 550. So 4-22 minus $8. So I think we'll catch something here. I'm hoping to catch something here. Who the heck is attacking my phone? You'd think it was the oh great. It's a group chat with my family. They just don't know it's 12 o'clock. They want to send pictures of diner food from Jersey at me to harass me because there's no good diners here in Texas. Anyway, so those are your tourney picks. Today's picks, again, they've been scrolling. They're here in the chat. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. I just hit the tweet button, and away they go. They're out in the Twitter universe for those of you who follow me. And look at this. 3,069 followers. That's not a joke. I know everybody throws that number out like, hey, 69. What was that? Billy Madison? Happy Gilmore? Everybody turned to face it. Anyway, so go be lucky 70. Go give me a follow on Twitter. Today, again, these are also from last night, so the lines possibly have moved. It happens sometimes. Spreads change. It is what it is. We have Yale under 149. It's easy to say when it's halftime. Well, we put this out last night at a midnight Eastern. Kent plus 105 on the money line. St. Louis plus the 4. Oh, we have them to win also. The Ohio State University plus 6.5. Mizzou 9.5. Houston under the 136, and the Dayton Flyers minus 5.5 are your plays. And just for the NBA fans, I added the Kings today. Look at this. Sacramento plus the 4. And I threw some baseball up here, so I didn't have to. I know someone's going to ask, and I know I'll put Tim on the fly running stuff in there. So Tigers 170, plus 170, that is. Boston minus the 110, and the Kansas City Royals with cheese plus 145. And speaking of the Kansas City Royals, I'm bringing the number one fan of the Royals, Tim Earl. Come in here. Just, you got an NBA today? What do you got?
Number one fan of the Royals?
I don't know. I was going to say something with that you like cheese because I said Royals are cheese. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, cheese. Oh, yeah. It's got to be pepper jack.
Bojangles with cheese. Pepper jack is good. I could do some pepper jack.
I got my
Oh, he's
Bojangles.
got the Bojangles.
I got Bojangles today. Yes. And I got NBA today. It looks like a fun slate. I got some dogs that I actually really like today. I grabbed them plus points, even though I think all of them can win outright. Those dogs are the Knicks, the Hawks, and the Mavericks. Those are 3 dogs that I like today. Knicks have just been a very hot team, and we know we like fading the Clippers, especially as a favorite. They're not a team I trust at the moment.
And that's a line where it's like, why are they laying 5? They've won what, like 1 game with.
They have not been good with Russell Westbrook. Atlanta against Boston. Atlanta's a 5-point home dog.
I like that. I just like that
because
because they got a new coach and maybe guys are kind of desperate they got to show the coach and the new owner and all that kind of stuff.
I feel like I'm going to start to fade some of the top teams. Your Bucks, your Celtics, Sixers, and Nuggets, because they are going to just try to coast for the playoffs. They're not going to try to blow out people. And I think Atlanta has a shot to win this one outright. Boston has not been playing well. For Dallas, no Luka, and Irving is questionable with personal. So, I want to. I'm hoping that he's out today, and I'm on the Dallas Mavericks in that one. Other plays I like, I took the Pelicans. I got a -2. I am not this Oklahoma City team. I feel like it's given up. I'm on the Warriors on the money line because you back them at home, you fade them on the road, and they're coming off of a 21-point loss. And then finally, I will back up Mr. Higgs because we were taking the Kings, but I'm not going to be a wimp and take the 4 points on that one. I took the money line on that one. I just think I'm fading the Suns. You got Durant, who's out for 2 to 3 weeks.
He got hurt. I had to laugh to myself. I was like,
4 games.
The Suns are going to win it all.
Oh, you lost Crowder. You lost Johnson. You lost Bridges. All so that he can play 4 games with you. There you go, Suns. There you go. Kings outright. And that one to wrap up the card. I don't have any college baseball today.
I can't go Kings money line when I'm 36-44 with NBA here in the chat. I can't just throw out a plus money when I just need a win. I need a win.
I will say I almost put out Knicks money line, Hawks money line, and Mavericks money line instead of taking the points because they're all 5-point dogs.
See, I felt
the money lines, but yeah.
I felt the same way when I saw I opened up the hockey window and the first game I see is Boston -385. I'm like, wow, Detroit, Philly, Arizona, Chicago. I saw all these big dogs here. Montreal, Vegas. Excuse me, yeah, Vegas as a $2 dog. All these monster dogs, and then I'm like, you know what? I can't look at all these things. Goodbye. I didn't because I had to put out. I would have every underdog with the exception of which one? Maybe I want to play because it's a short dog. I guess Edmonton's basically a pick 'em or St. Louis, but I'd have to take every dog today because if I pick and choose, I'm going to go.
Just bet all 15 dogs today. There you go. That's what Higgs says. Take all the dogs.
I want to take because they're all even the other one like 130.
I will say
110s.
I will say I know they're my team. Sabres are coming off of a 10-4 loss.
Man, they got shellacked. We had Dallas
and
here.
Now they get to go up against an in-state rival. And they're getting one of their highest goal scorers back today, I believe, with Alex Tuck.
And
so their fourth
150.
line will be solid again. I'll be on the Sabres today.
Right.
And I will say I have one hockey play. And that is the Minnesota Wild to win by exactly 1 goal in regulation at plus 650. Because that is exactly how the Wild play. It will be a 2-1 game. It will be a 3-2 game. And it would just be an ugly, boring game, and that's the type of style that the Wild play. And I grabbed plus 650 for them to win by exactly 1 goal in regulation.
My son sent in pictures of Taylor ham and cheese.
Ooh, nice. Except for you can't have any right now because you're on a show.
I know, and it's 1,500 miles away.
Oh, that too.
But let me tell you, I do have Jersey Taylor ham because it's Taylor ham. It ain't pork roll, you freaks. I do have Taylor ham in the freezer from Jersey still.
Nice. We do the same thing with tomato sauce that we get from one of the pizzerias in Long Island.
There you go. Nice fresh sauce.
Yes, the sweet sauce.
All right, let's get to these comments, see what's going on in the world of comments today. Dave's in the house. Good afternoon. I like Arizona Wildcats and Indiana, Virginia, and the Cavs. I'm guessing it's the Indiana, Virginia Cavaliers. So Arizona, I don't hate. I faded UCLA the last 2 games. Why won't I do it again? I get it. Indiana, I like. We got them to win. Let's go Hoosiers. And Virginia versus Duke. I got no real opinion on that one. I'm not a Virginia guy, and I thought Duke would lose yesterday. So I got no opinion on that one. Also looking at Kansas minus points. Any thoughts on this game? That's a tough one with Texas. Again, Kansas, I went money line the last 2 days against them, and it didn't pan out. And here you are, a Texas team looks pretty good. I thought Texas would be good beginning year. I don't know. That one's a toss-up to me. I can't really say. It looks like they're playing motivated for their coach who's not with them right now. Tough to go against them. The line says what it is, Dave. It's a pick. Stay with the Arizona UCLA. You got 2 good teams. Marco's in the house. Hit the like button for you and Timmy.
Timmy.
Here we go. 20 games, Marcos Minute. Let's go. Well, you should know this one because we got the Yale game under there. I said yesterday I kind of like Penn. I like Kent State. We like St. Louis. We like Dayton. We got Missouri. A&M, we got them to win. Let it ride, baby. Ohio State and Indiana. Houston under. I want to lean Memphis because I want to take Memphis in the championship game because I think Memphis, I'm going to go Memphis, a little money line there against Houston. Texas, again, we just said that. That's a toss-up to me. San Diego State game, again, maybe Utah State. I don't know. It's one night I got no feel on. I do like Marquette against the X. I'm not laying 15 with Iona. That's not happening. The Duke game, again, I'm not a Virginia fan. I guess I lean Duke there. I like UAB. And I like a little Fullerton. There you go. 418, my guy. Where you been, fella? Good to see you. Thanks. There you go. The B-League podcast is there, and $31.20 for a week. You can't beat it. But yet people continue to buy a 4-pack for $34.99. I don't know. I thank you, but you don't have to do that. I remind you to smash the like button. Thank you, Jesse. Hope you did too. Best Bets Team Money. Hello, my friend. Drop it in and say, go Lowell. We like mail. We like mail. We like you, asshole, today. I got them for the day. I grabbed them at a +5. And I do have the other way. Obviously, we have the future here with oh, you know what? I forgot to do a couple games there, Mark. I didn't flip the page there. I did take Vermont to win it, but the 5.5, I said, you know what, I'll take it. And back to Marcos, I apologize for the UCLA game because I mentioned Arizona, Grand Canyon. I had mentioned we like for them to advance here, but we do have Southern Utah for the championship at +550. Norfolk, I kind of like the dogs in the smallies, Howard and Texas Southern, but I didn't do anything with either of those. Sorry, I left you up there, Team Money, when I was talking to Marcos Minute. Right in Penn State money line and the 3.5, some VCU -3.5. Good luck. Let's go. You know I'm against you on that VCU because we're a Billiken group here. The Hoosiers, I got to win. I still think they're gonna take care of business. Shannon's in the house. How have you been? Where you been? Good to see you. I'm glad you're back. Agree with St. Louis is my best bet. Cincy +10. I like Cincy. I'm not hating Cincy. Houston won in 6 ATS last 7. Again, they're huge numbers. The Fordham. Here's the thing with Fordham. And I said this against Providence too, or about Providence. It's like they just kind of win a lot of games. You're like, man, these guys keep winning. But when I was looking at their numbers, I'm gonna pull up this schedule. It seems like when they lose a game, they're gonna lose a game. And this again comes down to you have two teams. I mean, Fordham is 25-7. Dayton's 21-11. Again, records are records or whatever. But you're still a 6-point dog on a neutral. Well, I mean, how is that even possible? But then you look at the score when they played each other, and it was a 7-point Dayton as a fave at home, and they beat them by 25, 24, whatever they beat them by, 82-58. And again, they played George Mason, who was, George Mason had some wins here. I'm not going to say George Mason beat Dayton on Dayton's home floor. But again, didn't cover that one. 19-point loss against VCU. So again, you have wins, but sometimes you got to dive into who are they against in conference. Like if they're losing to the teams ahead of them in the rankings or their standings, however you want to word it. I don't know. That line again, 25-7. And unfortunately for them, you're not even getting invited to the tournament. Have fun in the NIT or CBI, wherever you're going. And I'd rather see Fordham than North Carolina. At least they're going to come out and play with some heart. The Ohio State 7.5, yes. Arizona first half money line, sure. The X, Marquette has quietly been disrespected. Although I said that about Miami too, and they got beat up pretty bad. Who saw Xavier coming here? I did not. Duke, Indiana money line parlay. I don't hate it. Chris Tatum's in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. Pine Bluff repping. You know how it is. Grambling team total over. I don't hate that one, believe it or not. I kind of like the over in that game as well. Warriors are getting embarrassed in Memphis. First half full game also. Yeah, that was a terrible game. And I had Golden State there because I figured Memphis, with all their crap going on, Golden State could maybe get a win on the road. You only have you're 7-25 going in. Can you beat a team? Playoffs are coming. You're gonna have to win on the road. I don't know. Again, I'm not a huge NBA guy. I don't think they've locked up home court throughout the NBA playoffs. I don't know. Bucks are a under team on the road. Warriors 6-0 at the end of the last 6. I'd go the under just because of the way the Warriors play sometimes. And are we getting full Bucks? Are we getting rested Bucks? What are you getting out of Milwaukee? I do like Utah State against San Diego State. I like the Aggies. In there. I was thinking about under because I always think, first thing comes to mind about Aztecs was, they used to play a lot of defense. And it's a championship game. I don't know. I think this game's going to play it into the mid 140s. I think it could go over. Although, to be honest, I don't even know what the total is. I'm guessing it's probably like a 144-ish, I guess. I don't even know. I cannot bet Kansas, but I cannot fake it. That's the thing. They're a tough one to figure out. They had a couple losses early, and you're like, ooh, are they done? What's happening? And then here they come again. Hi, Big Ten champs, regular season, championship game again. It's remarkable. It really is. It's not. This ain't Gonzaga running through the WCC. Baylor was in the championship game the other year or whatever they were, right? Weren't they in the championship game? Texas Tech or something was pretty good. I mean, it's not like these guys are constantly. It's unbelievable. Marcos, good job. Thanks. You forgot. I added them. I forgot. I know. I didn't flip the page. I said that. I got you, Marcus. Duke in the under. This game to me, I would lean Duke because I don't like Virginia. Definitely under because Duke could D up and Virginia is not a good offensive team. Duke is the best defensive team in the ACC, or especially what's left of the ACC because there are only 2 teams left. Adewumi. I love to play these games, but I don't understand how to select the units. All right. So unit-wise, that's your bankroll. All right. So I don't know what kind of money you have. Adewumi. Just the numbers next to it are the spreads. I'm guessing that's what you don't kind of understand what the numbers are. So if it has a minus, you have to win by that many points or more to win. Obviously you got to win by more points to win. The other one, if you get that many points, it's a push and you get nothing. Shannon, UFC for anyone who cares. I know you don't, Sean. It's not that I don't care. I just don't understand it. I don't watch it, you know. Davil Shiva plus 210. Volkov plus 130. Turksha minus 110. A friend of mine fights out of Uriah Faber's camp. These are his picks. He's been killing it with his picks. All right. So are you going to be here tomorrow, Shan? Because I'm going to say, hopefully you go 3-0 tomorrow because you know a guy who knows something about fighting. That's how you have to win these things, especially when you turn on a show and a guy like me, I don't know. I like to think I know a little bit about basketball and football and baseball and stuff like that. I do not pretend to know my UFC nor my soccer or golf. There's guys who do it all. I'm, yes, jack of all trades, master of none. I get it, but I'm more of a 3-sport pony there. NFL, college hoops, baseball. FAU over the 148. Marcos, huh? You wanted side when you went to Marcos Smith, you want every side in total? Who am I? Hoops Peterson? Come on, I don't do that. So what would I have in this one? I don't even know what 148. I don't even know how they played against each other this year. I mean, I guess I'm going to lean over. Actually, they had a high-scoring affair. I mean, 86-77, 88-86, and we got a 140. I mean, we got two games. One goes into the 170s. The other one's in the 160s. This total's a 148. What am I missing here? Does that look a little too easy there, Marco? All right, this is see what happens here, Marco? I give you the rundown, and you come in with every single game again. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me with Toledo? Maurice, Houston going to roll Cincy there 4-1 against these games. They're never close. VCU 3.5 is probably the best bet of the best bet of the day. Best bet of the day. Going against my Billikens. Best bet of day. VCU. I'm a Billiken guy. I got the Billies. Alabama over to 158. Ohio State under. I don't hate either of those. Penn over to 146 against Princeton. I just lean Penn in that one. I'll be here tomorrow. Nothing in life's guaranteed. I've been making a lot of money betting this pick, so I thought I'd share. Oh no. Share them. I said we were gonna be here tomorrow, so I'll give you a shout out on the thing that to place it. Said you've been in here enough. You know people win. Good job. I'm gonna give credit. Loss. I'm gonna say, all right, don't follow. Especially when it comes, especially like the soccer stuff. I want you to come back or whoever when they put out soccer or tennis or any kind of thing that I don't really address. You know, people like to ask about it. You know how it is. You see baseball people like, oh, we need some strikeout props today. I'm not a big strikeout prop guy. I like my RBI props, you know, but no, Marco. Kansas under. I don't think Kansas under. I'd lean over Kansas. And Tulane Memphis over 160. That's a big number. I'm going to say under. I don't want to go over that. I mean, 80 each. Just a few for Marcos on the totals. Not a huge fan of the cards. I like A&M -5. I like A&M too. I know that Vandy has been fab-tabulous lately, but I got A&M to win it. I'm not coming in the opposite way there on this one. I think as well as Vandy played, maybe they're a little bit out of gas here. And Duke, I'm up for the week. No need to risk out random games. That's the key. Just because you're up and just because they're game does not mean you got to roll out the action. Public cleaned up last night. I'm feeling that's going to reverse itself in college hoops today. You know, here's the thing with that, Sean, and I say this because obviously I don't, I'm not that I don't take all dogs. I take faves as well. This time of year, like the playoffs, like bowl season, the public's going to win. They're not going to lose every game. It's not going to be dogs and unders every single game. Public dogs are going to cover. Faves are going to win. It's just the amount of games that are left. They're on TV, all of them. So I definitely throw out the public perception, bowl time, playoff time, and tournament time, especially come Thursday when it's the NCAA tournament. I'm going to be on the same side as the public on something, and I'm going to go. It is what it is. You just can't fade the public. It ain't 1999 where it's easy to be like, oh, everybody loves so and so today. It's easy winner. Turn on, at 3 games on ESPN at 7, 9 at midnight. It's easy to take every dog and go 2-1 and just make money. Now it's not like that. It's not like that. I think it's more the public. Well, they're definitely not betting early. We know that. So you got to follow these overnight lines. Now I bet overnight lines because I'm not looking to. Oh, I'm going to bet this game, and then someone else is going to follow and switch it because they think it's a sharp move or something like that. I bet because these are the games I like. I'm betting them. Let's go, and I'll add more tomorrow to them. That's that. But yeah, the old public thing we've discussed that. Marcos, I do think the FAU total is a little low. That's why I said over to 148. Yeah, I mean they've had some games put up some points. Where he says Tulane money line and spread to beat Memphis twice, now getting 6. Exactly, it's one of those. And the funny thing is like, oh, you can't beat a good team 3 times. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. But what is this line? It's 6 on a neutral. Well, I'm going to pull this game up. As I mentioned with the Dayton game, it's 6 on a neutral, which means would it be 10 at home? They beat them by 7.5 last time, by 20 something. So yes, what would that line be in if that game was in Dayton today? Let's pull up some Tiger in the green wave. So Tulane wins 90-89. Tulane a 7-point dog. That was an overtime win in Memphis. Tulane wins 96-89. Tulane as a 4-point dog at home. So they're a 4-point dog, a 7-point dog, and they win both games. And yet here they are, another underdog. I mean, that to me, it's. And I did grab some dogs. I mean, I took Ohio State as an ugly dog today. You either have to go, and I didn't. I got some faves in here mixed with dogs. I feel like if you're dogging, go for it, baby. Take them all. You got St. Louis. You should have Vanderbilt, Texas. Who's all the dogs? Ohio State. Lowell. Whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. Missouri. Let's go. Every single one. Like that line, 6. What does that tell you to do, Maurice? Does that look like easy money on Tulane? You're getting 6. They beat them twice already. Rob Franklin's in the house. Hello. UABs for me. Little blazer ball. Tate Great's in the house. Hey, Higgs. Saturday, fun day. Here we go. Yes, it is. It's a championship Saturday. Duke -3. I do like Duke over Virginia. Shaz says, Green Maurice, I want to take Tulane. Memphis already has a spot in the dance. Yeah. But I still don't think these guys play like, all right, we already we got a game locked up for next Friday. Let's not worry about it today. Dude, these guys, I don't see kids take it off because they got a spot in the dance. This isn't pro sports where they're getting paid, and they are getting paid. They got no money, but not like that one. I don't see them. I don't see a light game. Yeah, and they beat them twice. You think they want to get beat 3 times by these guys? You think Tulane's guys would be like, why'd you guys show up today? We beat you twice already. Go home. That's not going to motivate you as a 19-year-old kid? Virginia. Mike likes Virginia, 3.5. We got Rob on Duke. Mike on Virginia. I mean, I'm not a big Virginia guy. I'm out of those two, I'm going to go under. I might actually come in with the under on this game after the show. Possibly. I do like Fullerton plus the 3 as well, Rob. Tulane, I'm a Memphis guy there. Give me Memphis. I just said beat them twice. As a dog. Doggy outright 2 times and now getting 6 on a neutral, no less. I do like Kansas. Bill's in the house. Penn over Princeton. I like Penn myself, Bill. Lex Steele, keep it a classy with Higgs and a twin. You know how we roll. All class. It's low class, but it's class. Call me when you have no class, please. Howard Moneyline. I I do like the dogs at Howard and Texas Southern here. Did not play them though, Rob. Did not play them at all. Let's go some more today's games here. So Yale under 149, Kent plus 105, St. Louis plus the 4, Ohio State plus 6.5, Missouri plus 9.5, Houston under the 136, Dayton minus the 5.5. And again, we threw up some NBA. What was that? The Kings plus 4. In baseball, we like Kansas City plus money. The Tigers are plus money. And I think Boston minus 110. Rob's coming in. Grand Canyon, Southern Utah over to 148. I do like I do have a Southern Utah plus 550 pending, but I grabbed a little Canyon at the money line. I know we say hedging is for gardeners, but I like the way Grand Canyon is playing right now. And really, this is based off of last night's improbable 26-point comeback in that Southern Utah game. 3-pointer at the buzzer. Tie it and fouled in one. Are you kidding? A 4-point play to win? Wow. So over I don't hate because I think they're going to be a little gassed. Marcos, did I say Fullerton? We like Fullerton as the doggy. The Titans of Fullerton. I like Kent State better defense. Yeah, I like Kent myself. Desmond, Royals baseball, got it. There you go. By the way, the Royals, I think, are something like 12-2 or something in spring training. I mean, they're a young team. And again, the Nationals haven't really performed well in spring training in Pittsburgh. Like, you figure teams that are young and bad, they'd have good spring training because their whole team is a bunch of like AAA, AA guys who are prospects. No. Royals, though.
Say it's nice that the Royals are getting half their season wins in spring training. So
that Royal lineup, I'm telling you, it's not bad.
I think they'll be scrappy. I don't think they're a last place team because Detroit's in that division.
See, I like Detroit. I want them to take a step forward. Last year their pitchers were all hurt.
True.
I mean, I like Skubal. I like Manning. I like all those guys. You know, they had a nice.
Skubal's out for a while.
Who?
Skubal.
Yeah, he was out last year. They all were out last year.
I think he's still out.
He's still out. I mean, it wouldn't shock me.
We just did the Tigers show the other day with Lenny, and Skubal was not in that rotation.
I'm pulling up the Tiger. I'll see who's on their injuries. Yeah, Skubal's still out. Yeah, Casey Mize is still out. I mean,
Casey Mize had back surgery after his Tommy John surgery. He's going to be out for about 6 years. So
it's terrible. Like I liked all these young guys.
Yeah, it sucks.
You know, it's like they have young pitchers, but they're all hurt.
They're all hurt, and it's disappointing because I want to see the Tigers do well. I don't see it happening.
No, now when you have a bunch of hurt pitchers.
Mm-mm. White Sox win the division.
No, Indians.
Oh, yeah, true. The Indians made it last year, so they automatically get it this year. No, I'm kidding. I do think the the Guardians will be good this year. I just think everything went wrong for for the White Sox last year, and they still managed a way to get even 500.
Yeah, but the thing is that they still get hurt.
But the benefit is no Tony La Russa this year.
Yeah, but
I think that's going to be a big help for him.
I think Minnesota's still a team that could be a team that wins a couple games, and I think Cleveland, if they trade one of their pitchers, get another bat.
Yeah, that's the one thing with Cleveland is
well, they got some young guys coming up. So
I like Jose Ramirez. Other than that,
that's it. The lineup is like, who are these guys? It's literally Major League, the movie. Who are these guys?
Last year they had a career year from Ahmed Rosario, a career year from Andres Jimenez. Kwan was okay for a little bit.
You mentioned those guys. Those guys were supposed to be really good. I mean, you traded them for Lindor.
Yeah.
They were top prospects.
Rosario was the Mets' top prospect for like 2 years.
Yes, so he's supposed to be good.
He's supposed to be good, but they both had kind of career years last year.
But yeah, when you're 22, you're having a career year, Tim. Come on. You're 33
Well, do you
years
think
old.
they're going to do that again?
I think
as an all-star.
I think he could be.
Okay, that's fair.
What
I just don't see it again.
I don't have MLB in front of me. Like, what was he? He was a top 5 guy. So yeah, I think he's expected to be that good.
Yeah. Okay. I just don't see them being able to. I don't see the offense being able to put. I think their pitching is phenomenal. I think they've got one of the best pitching staffs, and they've got a very solid couple of pitchers coming up as well. Cleveland's always got pitching.
Yeah.
And it's the same deal with them as I feel like they're in the same boat as the Tampa Bay Rays for me. Is pitching phenomenal, hitting. I don't know. The only thing is the Indians are in the Central, so I think they have a lot better of a chance.
Yeah. Tate's a great. No one likes Detroit other than Letty. Honestly, I didn't know until I just pulled up there that both Mize and Scooble are out the entire year.
Oh yeah, Scooble got Tommy John and then back surgery.
So that I'm
right
thinking,
after I got my Casey Mize T-shirt.
Who else was it? It was Manning, Casey Mize, Scooble. Who's the other youngster they had?
Oh, God.
They had a 4th guy, and then they had like Eddie Rodriguez. They brought in.
I don't remember.
They had a 4th kind of young guy.
A 4th guy that kind of
Matt Turnbull.
Turnbull. Wow, I think he is in. I think he's in the rotation right now.
Is he hurt? Like
no,
I was waiting for them. Spencer Torkelson, Riley, the Meadows. All right, Miggy's old, but he's still going to hit 260, and he'll get a little respect. Like, it was just a young team. I'm thinking, all right, you get a little luck. It could happen there. Cleveland has no bats. White Sox are going to White Sox, and you have Kansas City, and the Twins are a team that could win 100 games or go 75 and 82 or something.
I will say, I believe the White Sox have been to the playoffs a bunch of times. They've won 3 series in the playoffs, and they were all in 2005.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Yeah.
Gio's in the house. Hey, Gio. Ralph Franklin, Oilers Lightning under 7. Edmonton attempting to play defense. I got no ice today. 15 underdogs. That's all you do, Rob. 15 underdogs.
Nick is on the under. Nick is on the under.
All right, there you go. Stop Gio. Take the grade. I'm from Detroit, and I'm on Boston minus 1.5. FanDuel at a Prosper Boost plus $1 for you. I like this Sox today as well. I said that early in the show. Why is the Bama line so short? Bama line short at 10? Alabama's still 10,
Bama
right?
line short. I mean, we're on Mizzou. Give us Mizzou, but it's not short. Not by any such imagination.
The line's short at 10 on a neutral. Got it. No team called the Indians. Yes, there are. The Cleveland Indians. Yes. Always the Cleveland Indians. It's your nonsense. Tim, look at Tim. Look at this. You got a fan here. White Sox.
I will say we did a White Sox show the other day. We asked Tate if he wanted to be on it. He said no. So
good job, Tate. There was your chance. Blues and Blue Jackets over to 6.5. Blue Jackets are deep. Well, Columbus is a terrible team, so I don't hate going over 6.5 there. I mean, they're miserable. Vegas, that's a big line. As much as I said, let's take all 15 dogs. Why is Vegas getting 175? What am I missing? Who's out? Is it a 3rd string goalie?
It's because it's in Carolina.
All right.
And Carolina is the 2nd best team in hockey. And Vegas has a lot of problems.
I said
it might be. You know what? It's Jonathan Quick today.
Coming out of the break, I said I wanted to fade Seattle and Vegas. So
Vegas has been okay. I think Seattle starts to struggle down the stretch.
Yeah, Vegas had been good since I said that. So that's how I was like, oh man, Vegas 175. Go my first hockey game tonight, Rob Franklin. Going to check out the Kings. Kings regulation for pizza buddy. There you go. Although I think Tim said to take Minnesota. Right? Are they playing the Kings today? Or is that San Jose?
San Jose's playing the Kings.
San Jose's playing the Kings.
We like the Kings over at ESP. I know Nick has futures for the Kings to win their division, and he was gonna bet them to win the West and the Cup as his dark horse. So yes, Kings.
Mizzou to get killed today. Good. I mean, Alabama's been excellent. I mean, what do we get? I say no. I mean, I understand. I mean, I took the 9.5 last night. I'm like, you know what? But Bama seems to have righted the ship after a couple lackluster performances. Tamoose is in the house. Sean and Tim, how are you? What do you got? 2 doggies say Red Sox and the Reds. Rough. There you go. I don't hate again. Red Sox playing pretty good ball themselves. 9-1 in preseason baseball action. Exactly. How's Bama short at 10? Bama wins by 15. The Lex locks of the day. Lex lock. Bama 15 plus. I mean, your line has them at 15 plus. I guess that's why you think 10 is short. Slapfield locked in Texas, Kansas first half under 66.5. I don't hate that one. I could see that. Bill McDonald, keep Ryan Utah State plus the 2. I don't know. We have the Utah State to win the Mountain West at plus 375. So I am pulling for him here. I did not bet him. I didn't bet him. I like him. Lex says Hornets team total over, Magic team total over, 103.5. Teaser parlay. Aren't they called pleasers? They used to be called pleasers back in the 90s when you did stuff like this, Lex. Tamoose, Tommy hitting the smash button, hitting the like. Thank you very much for that. Do we fade Ohio State? I bet Ohio State today. I bet them.
I will say I'm a little bit annoyed that I did not take Ohio State to win the conference in the beginning of the tournament.
Yeah. I took Indiana and Michigan State
all year.
I should have probably took Ohio State instead of Michigan State, but they just look so bad. It's
because Ohio State statistically, and a bunch of different, Ken Pom had him in top 50.
Yeah.
You look at it oh wow, they're actually that good, and they were 13 and 18 going into the tournament.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they just had a terrible. I mean, they lost every game, and they were still favored, which is. I couldn't take them. We were fading them when they were favored
during the regular season. I kept backing them.
They were favored. I'm like, how are we can't take them at this point? We have to go the opposite. Until. But again, like I said, I had Michigan State. I thought Rutgers or Michigan would knock off Purdue, and Rutgers almost had them. They had them.
Yeah, Rutgers cover plus 5.5, never in doubt.
And then it was who am I taking other in that conference there to win? So I was like, let me take Izzo to get it done. Most stable coach up there.
That's fair.
And that's why I didn't grab the Ohio State. I couldn't take Ohio State.
There was one guy before the conference tournament that took Ohio State at 30-1 to win the entire thing.
The NCAAs?
Or it was 100-1 or something to win the entire thing.
To win the NCAA or the Big Ten?
The whole entire thing.
Well, that's still a loser.
Yeah.
I had to coach my son's basketball practice. I got called up to the big leagues, 3rd grade. Stop making excuses, bro. You tell those kids, you got to listen. You're going to do this. You're going to miss that crap. It happens sometimes. Who? Yastrzemski? What are we doing here, Lex? I parlayed Kings money line, Islanders money line as well. Says Gio. Well, I mean, the Islander one. I think you're going to have to parlay. Are they a big fave today?
135.
130. Okay, that's not bad. No. Okay, I was thinking it was something else. I was like, as soon as I see money line. A parlay, I'm thinking it's like a $3 fave somewhere. Macaroni Tony in the house. I cannot say don't go. Now I went against Kansas last 2 games. I took money line. I was like, their coach is in the hospital. Maybe these guys spit the bit and choke one of these games away late. Has not happened. I can't say don't bet Kansas here. Win one from the Gipper. Always. I mean, they guys. I said earlier in the show, Macaroni. I said these guys are constantly. Every time you think they're dead, here they are. This is the year Baylor. This is the year Baylor gets them. This is the year Texas Tech gets them. This is the year Texas gets them. Yeah. Who's left standing? Kansas. Take Kansas. Let's see above points. Those are teasers for the team total. Okay. Yeah, no buying points. I'm just saying they used to be called pleasers. Back in my day when we had to walk 10 miles in the snow barefoot up a hill. It was crazy. You had to walk up a hill home and up a hill to school. It was your never-ending Jacob Slatter. Taylor Gray says, Grand Canyon, baby. Bryce Drew Magic. I got him today at a pick 'em. I do have the other guys for the tournament. Just the way that game ended last night. And who am I? I've been wrong all week. I say one thing, the opposite happens. Every time I say something, it's backwards on my pick. I just end up splitting all over the joint. So, for all I know, Southern Utah comes out here and it's 27-4, 8 minutes in or something. but I took Grand Canyon off of that win. If they don't win, I got a plus 550 on Southern Utah, so I'll be happy. Lamp at the end for Rutgers. Beautiful cover. We'll take it. We'll take it. That was one, as much as I've had the losers, 35 and 74 with those half-point to 2.5 point losers. That was one of my rare winners. 35 and 74, folks. That's a tough 6 weeks right there. Sacktown, yes. Well, we got Sacramento. Team total, I'll say yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I go over since I got Sacramento to cover this game? So I think they scored some points. They scored 124 straight. Go for it. I mean, I like the Kings cover, so that's number one for me. Obviously, I need points, so the 120 looks good for me. I thought Pleasures made you sell points. Was it the Pleasers selling points?
Yeah, Pleaser is if you would. Yeah, like what
was
you
it
said.
selling? I listen. That was so long ago. I mean, when they came out, the Pleasers. I don't know. Again, you know me. I'm not doing crazy buying selling points there. Like the Bama spread is -10, taking them at 15 is a pleaser, taking them at 5 is a teaser. Teaser pleasers. Okay. Yeah, teaser. Yeah, you tease it down, you please it up for more. That makes sense. I don't know. I was just throwing out the pleaser name when you were talking about the parlays, the pleasers. I remember. So when you'd sign up back in the day to like Dogs or whatever the case was in the 90s, or you're jumping on these crazy things 5 times, you get like stuff in the mail from all of them. They'd send like little booklets and it had like folded out. It was like I just remember the pleasers and teasers. It was like a little rainbow. Oh man. Rob, NBA OKC +2, Hornets Utah under, Celtics +5. OKC. At New Orleans.
I'm on the Pellies.
I was gonna say OKC's not for me there.
I'm on the Pellies today, and I'm on the Hawks.
Yeah, I definitely like the Hawks at +5. Home dog, new coach. I just see. I don't know. That's just a spot I want to play in a home team. And the Hornets under. I really have no opinion on that one. I guess the Jazz on a road trip. You're playing them mid-road trip, thinking they're not going to score, tired. Marcus, good show. Thanks for everything. You got it, buddy. Have a good day. Stop Gio. Earl, I've got 100% profit boost on FanDuel. Do you like Celtics? No. Celtics.
Sorry, Hawks outright. I almost have them. I have Knicks, Hawks, and Mavericks all plus the points. I almost put them straight up money lines up on the site today instead of the points. I think they all went outright.
Definitely not the Celtics.
Definitely not. And I'm going to start fading 4 teams: Celtics, Bucks, Nuggets, and Sixers, because they're going to start coasting. They're going to start sitting players, and they're not going to worry about blowing out opponents because they're going to be worried about playoffs. That's it.
Yep. UAB should get done. Best play on the court. Yeah, they're looking good. I got them. +1.5 last night. Little UAB. Yeah, took Jelly Walk over 20 points. Yes. I mean, this is a game where he's going to want to dominate. It's a championship game. Leading scorer, best player on the team. This guy doesn't get 20. It's a 76-52 debacle. All right. That's it. That's it for Saturday. Except Tate the Great comes in. I have under Vermont 142, took over 135, and also 130. Vermont clamped it down. What is the total here? What's going on in this Vermont game?
It is 59-50 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Vermont's up.
Am I going to pull a nice middling here with Vermont winning and Lau covering 5.5? Can I get it done?
I hope not. I have Vermont -5.
Vermont -5. Well, I have 5 on one side and 5.5 on another.
Yeah, I got Vermont -5. I just saw Vermont with the worst record. I figured everybody would want to go after Lau. with their crazy good record at plus points. It's kind of the same deal why I'm on UAB today. I just took Vermont. That was kind of just a system play. That's just me. I know you have Vermont to win the thing, so
I got Vermont to win the thing. So sad, Joe.
Yeah.
But again, they were a favorite in that one. Vermont was minus I think $1.40 was it? Let me flip over to the other side. $1.60.
60. Yeah.
$1.60. Oh yeah, I could just look at the thing scrolling instead of pulling out my wins and losses and X's on here that I keep. This is the way to do it. You don't need. Hey, I'm gonna pull up some spreadsheets. The heck out of here. I love destroying notebooks. I got Jelly over 20.5 and Williams from Memphis over 20.5. Two good bets there, Rob. I like them. All right, so late night tonight. I'll come back for a late show tonight. It'll probably be a little short because I'm just going to talk some college basketball for tomorrow. Will be just a couple games, and midday money on Sunday. There will be something after the tournament show. I don't know how fast afterwards. Probably no late night money. It'll just be something probably around like 10 or 11. A little earlier than late night money. We'll have lines up. At that point, I'd already have some bets in. So after I get all my stuff done, I'll come and do a show. So notification bells on. Win Free Picks channels. Picks and Parlays. If you're watching Picks and Parlays, also click over to Win Free Picks. Sometimes if there's other shows on P&P, I just don't post it over there. So anyway, we're out of here. For me, for Tim, have a good Saturday. Be a winner.